Picture this. You're at a dealership, surrounded by the glare of LED lights, the smell of new leather, and the promises of salesmen with rehearsed smiles. They offer you the perfect pickup truck, but what they don't tell you, what no one there will tell you, is that you might be about to make the most expensive mistake of your life. Today, you're going to discover everything the dealers don't want you to know about two of the most popular pickups of 2025, the Ram 1500 and the Ford F-150. From hidden mechanical problems and silent maintenance costs to recalls for accident risks that will never be mentioned to you. This isn't your typical video about which one has more horsepower. Here, we talk about the truth hidden behind the technical specifications. And by the end of this video, you'll possess the true answers to determine which of these two beasts best suits your lifestyle, rather than being swayed by marketing, promotions, or the salesman's flattering words. Get ready, because what you're about to hear could save you thousands of dollars and years of frustrations. Do you know what almost everyone who regrets buying a pickup truck has in common? None of them read the fine print. We're not talking about contracts. We're talking about recalls, chronic problems, and disguised decisions masked as the latest technology. The 2025 Ford F-150 has already been subject to a recall due to a critical concern. The steering system could completely fail. This significant risk arises from the potential loosening of a single crucial bolt. We're talking about more than 9,000 affected units. Did you know that before considering buying one? Of course not. No salesperson is going to open their pitch with that. Dealerships won't tell you the F-150 has had such serious electrical issues, like the engine unexpectedly dying while driving, all because of a simple defective harness. They also don't mention the oil leaks in EcoBoost engines, or that Ford has been one of the brands with the most official recalls in recent years. Meanwhile, the Ram 1500 is not exempt from flaws. But here's the catch. Ram's issues are less severe, easier to spot, and cheaper to fix. What do you prefer? A faulty window sensor or an engine that could catch fire? What the technical specifications say is one thing. What you actually feel when you're driving is something else entirely. So let's see what's behind those numbers. Ram 1500 versus Ford F-150. No frills, just the data that matters. First up, engines. The Ford F-150 is equipped with a complete lineup of engines, starting with the 2.7-liter EcoBoost Turbo, moving to the 3.5, then the classic 5-liter V8, and also the PowerBoost hybrid version. Meanwhile, the Ram 1500 uses a more conservative approach, a 3.6-liter V6, a 3-liter turbo diesel, and, until recently, the legendary V8 Hemi, now discontinued in several markets. Second, power and torque. If you are looking for brute force, the F-150 gives you up to 450 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque, especially in its PowerBoost hybrid version. In contrast, the Ram is close, with about 420 horsepower and 450 pound-feet with the most equipped turbo. Third, towing. If your thing is carrying, towing, and transporting, the F-150 has a numerical advantage. It can pull up to 13,500 pounds. The Ram falls behind with a modest 11,554 fuel consumption. The Ford PowerBoost can give you up to 23 miles per gallon, while the conventional engines are limited to 19 to 21 in the city and 25 on the highway. The Ram 1500 on average gets between 20 and 25 depending on the engine. 5. Reliability. Data from J.D. Power, a serious source in the automotive world, gives the Ram 1500 89 points out of 100, while the F-150 scores 78 points in its latest complete evaluation. So, what have we learned? The Ford F-150 has more engines, horsepower, and torque, but also more recalls, flaws, and complaints. The Ram 1500 offers a more stable, smoother, and reliable experience, though without much technical spectacle. Today, pickup trucks are tech-packed like never before. And yes, that sounds impressive, until something fails, and you discover that the repair shop not only charges you a fortune, but doesn't even have the part in stock. More than 9,000 units of the 2025 Ford F-150 have been recalled due to a critical defect. a loose bolt in the steering system. Can you imagine losing steering control at 90 kilometers per hour? And that's not all. In recent months, Ford has issued multiple official recalls for electrical malfunctions, oil leaks in EcoBoost engines, and problems with the engine harness, which can cause sudden shutdowns while driving. Is the Ram 1500 free of flaws? But its problems have been less severe and much more manageable. Transmission shutter under load, minor oil leaks, intermittent window or dashboard light malfunctions, and certain users have reported unpredictable engine starts that were covered under warranty. The difference is, while Ford has issues that can put your safety at risk, Ram's issues are usually minor annoyances you can fix without emptying your account. So, the real question isn't which pickup truck is stronger, but which one will fail you less when you need it most. And in that regard, the Ram 1500 is gaining ground due to its quietness, whereas the Ford F-150 is losing credibility due to an excess of poorly executed novelties. The brochures tell you how fast it accelerates, how much it tows, and how many horsepower it has. But none of them tell you how you'll feel in a 2-hour traffic jam, or on a road full of potholes. And there's where the genuine difference begins to show. From the moment you get into a Ram 1500, the first thing you notice is the silence. The soundproofing is so exceptionally well executed that even when driving at highway speeds, you are able to clearly hear your music or a phone call. But what's truly surprising is its suspension. The Ram employs coil springs rather than traditional leaf springs, and certain versions even allow you to incorporate air suspension. The result is a smoother, more stable, and less tiring drive, especially in the city and on the highway. It's like the pickup truck is floating. It doesn't jump or bounce, it glides. The F-150, on the other hand, has a different personality. Everything here is rougher, more direct, and raw, which is good if that's what you are looking for. Its suspension is more traditional, featuring rear leaf springs in most configurations, which imparts that classic work truck sensation. It's not as smooth as the Ram, but it responds well to heavy loads and tough roads. Do you like to feel every vibration of the road? Do you prefer firm steering that's responsive to even the slightest movement? The F-150 offers precisely that. Do you predominantly drive in the city or do you take long road trips? The Ram will give you a more pleasant, less tiring, and more comfortable experience. Do you work with heavy loads, trailers, or need absolute control on difficult terrain? The F-150, with its more direct steering and rigid suspension, can give you what you need. Not everyone uses a pickup in the same way. That's why choosing between the Ram 1500 and the Ford F-150 should depend not on what a salesperson tells you, but on what you really need. We'll break it down by profiles. So listen closely, because one of these profiles could be yours. If you are a city dweller and your weekend adventures involve road trips, then your lifestyle probably doesn't revolve around towing trailers or hauling heavy loads. What you want is comfort, efficiency, and driving pleasure. The Ram 1500 is your best option. If you haul loads, tow, or work in heavy industry, your priority is clear: power, durability, and control. In this scenario, the Ford F-150 continues to be a dependable workhorse for demanding tasks. If you hate going to the repair shop, it's obvious, but many don't think about it before buying. If you value having your pickup truck consistently available, free from strange issues or bothersome alerts, then the Ram 1500 is likely your best bet. If you're a fan of technology and love trying the newest things, you like to feel like you're driving a spaceship of the future. Screens, smart assistants, phone integration, all the latest stuff. So, the Ford F-150 wins here. What if you just want reliability, without making it complex? That's the practical user's profile. You don't want to show off speed or tow half the city, you just need a pickup that works well every day. The Ram 1500 is your ally. So, Ram or F-150? There's no single right answer. Do you want power and load capacity? Then the F-150. Do you prefer comfort, reliability, and fewer headaches? The Ram 1500. You came this far because you didn't want them to sell you smoke, and now you know more than 90% of buyers entering a dealership, thinking all that glitters is reliable. However, there's still a specific concern dealers secretly hope you never ask about. First, does this model have any active recalls? Second, what's the average annual upkeep for this version? Third, can I see the complaint history and reliability score? You already know that the Ford F-150 is powerful, but it comes with a backpack of recent problems, and that the Ram 1500 isn't perfect, but it offers a more reliable balance for those seeking comfort and peace of mind. The ultimate decision rests with you, but ensure it's informed, not impulsive, and reflects your lifestyle, not his sales pitch.